All right, everybody stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome, everyone. This is Monday, August 19th. If you have any questions or comments during this meeting, come up to one of these microphones. Tell us what's on your mind. Call the roll, please.
Cedar.
Here.
Ellery.
Here.
Kinsfater.
Here.
Koopa.
Here.
Laporte.
Here.
McCartney.
Here.
Watt.
I'll make a motion to excuse Watt.
I'll support.
All right, motion's made. Excuse Mr. Watt. Any questions? In favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Vote number 4, consent agenda, City Council minutes of August 5th, 2019, regular meeting and closed meetings, recommendation approve, and Board of Cemetery Trustees minutes of July 2nd, recommendation receive.
Motion to approve A and B.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, vote number 5, presentation. We have a very special recognition of our 2019 state champ girls 10 and under here tonight. We have the coaches here tonight. Phil Russell's here. You want to come up and grab a microphone, Phil? We'll get this rolling.
Good evening. Thanks for having us, Mr. Mayor, Council. I'd like to call up our fellow coaches, Nate Larch and Ron Cook. And Mr. Mayor has a certificate for Mr. Cook.
Yes, this is a special acknowledgement. It is presented to the 2019 10 and under Little League state champions. This recognition is given by the City of St. Clair in the true spirit of community pride for their community and personal achievements. Dated this 19th day of August, signed by myself, Bill Cedar Jr., Mayor of St. Clair. Mr. Cook, congratulations.
So now I'd like to call up each individual girl on our team that we had this year. We had a tremendous year. We went 10-0 through districts and states. In those 10 games, we were never losing. We were strong offensively, defensively, pitching. I mean, across the board, it was an unbelievable run that we had. We really wish that we could keep on playing, and we wish that we were somewhere else playing, like possibly on TV right now. But for 10U, that is as far as you can go, as winning the state tournament. So hopefully, those of us moving up to 12U next year, hopefully we can have a nice run as well. So I'm going to call everybody up. We have Mr. Jamie Haslam is here. He's the president of St.Clair Little League. He has a special gift for each of our girls, so we want to thank him and thank the Little League and everybody for all of the support that we had this year, so thank you very much. Up first is our center fielder, Emma Becker. Emma had an awesome tournament, districts and in states. She played center field, like we said, for us, and we said a few weeks ago before our run that pretty much the biggest balls that are, the most important balls that are hit in a 10U game are the towering fly balls that go out into the outfield, and whether or not they're caught or dropped, those are big momentum swingers in a game, and she caught everything that was hit in the outfield and really had an unbelievable tournament, so awesome job, Emma. Up next, we have number 14, Briley Hasty. Briley was one of our 9-year-olds on the team. She played in the outfield for us. She also was backup catcher, and she did a great job this year. Nice job, Briley. Up next is Jordan Jones. Jordan played third base for us and batted leadoff. She had a tremendous few weeks in districts in the states. She started everything up. She made every play at third and was spectacular. We couldn't have asked more for our leadoff hitter and third baseman. Awesome job, Jordan. And number 3, Sylvie Larch. Sylvie batted 5th in our lineup, played first base. There is not one player on the team that has grown more as a ball player than Sylvie did when Coach and I had her 2 years ago to right now. It's been unbelievable how much growth that she's had in the last 2 years, so we're very proud of her. Awesome job, Sylvie. And Liliana Martin, Lily's number 1. Lily is played in the outfield positions, played second base a little bit for us. She's a left-handed batter, so left-handed batters, we had her slap a little bit, slap hit for us, which is kind of a new thing for 10-year-olds and 9-year-olds, and she did an awesome job. Good job, Lily. And Mackenzie Martin, number 6, Mackenzie Martin. Mackenzie is another of our 9-year-olds. She plays outfield, played second base as well. She came in, she had a great tournament for us. She did a lot as far as the singing and the dancing and in the dugouts. That's an important part of the team too as well. And Lily and Briley also were a part of the singing and the dancing in the dugouts. Awesome job, Mackenzie. Up next.
You gotta have that.
Up next is number 21, Delaney McDonald. Delaney started off the tournament going 4 for 4, 4 hits in her first 4 at-bats, which she was just smiling and laughing as much as could be when she was coming down to first base every time. She had a great tournament, and we're very proud of her. Nice job, Delaney. And we are missing one player tonight, and that is number 2, Addison Oles. Addison was our starting second baseman, and I think that she batted 8th on the team, and the reason I'm saying that is I'm pretty sure she had just as many hits as anybody else on the team did, and that's very, very important coming out of the 8th spot in the order. So Addison had a great tournament as well. Up next, number 77, Eleni Patsalis. Eleni played right field and batted 6th. Whatever, Eleni was not catching in the outfield. Emma was catching in the outfield. Eleni had a great, great run too, hitting. She also threw out some players at first base. She threw out some runners at second base. She had played a very important part in all of our victories too. Awesome job, Eleni. And number 30, Gracie Picklehop. Gracie is our pitcher. You could not ask for a better pitcher than what Gracie did for us this couple of weeks. She pitched all 10 games, and she had, in the semifinal game against West Branch, she pitched a perfect game, which, with the pressure of being the state tournament and being the semifinals, she put on an absolute show, which is just tremendous. But then her hitting is just as good as her pitching. She batted cleanup for us, so she is quite the ball player. Up next, number 7, Julia Rancilio. Julia is our catcher. She batted 3rd. She's as good of a ball player as there is in the state of Michigan for a 10-year-old. We were very lucky to have her on our team. I don't think that there's anybody that would argue that statement that I just said. And the cool thing is that that Gracie and Julia are best friends. So with them pitching to each other and catching each other as pitcher and catcher is super, super cool. To be able to have those memories for you too. So awesome job, girls. And number 11, Sophia Russell. Sophia played shortstop and batted 2nd on the team. Some of the balls that were hit from those couple of girls there at the top of the lineup were adult hits. I mean, the balls were exploding off the bat of these girls. The shortstop is a very important member of the team, and we're very proud of what Sophie did this year. And number 18, Madison Treat. Madison played third base for us. She played left field for us. She batted all over the place for us. She did a great job. Her speed is off the charts, how fast she is going after a ball and running the bases. We're very proud of Madison, how she played for us this year. Congratulations. So once again, we'd like to thank everybody at City Council and Mr. Mayor. Thank you for having us tonight.
Well, Phil,
We
you know
appreciate
what? If you want, parents, we'll give you about 2 minutes to take pictures if you want to leave these girls standing up here for a couple minutes. Would that be all right?
Mr. Mayor, can I say one thing?
That's certainly.
It took us 57 years to get our first state title in Little League. That was 4 years ago. That was 13-year-old boys. That was a very important state title for us. It was our first one, but I'll say that the 13-year-old division in boys, my son was on that team, so I don't want to belittle it because it was very important, but it's not as difficult as 10-year-old girls. 10-year-old girls, it took 61 years for our league to win a 10-year-old girls state title, and it's the first state title in 12 and under, which is super loaded with talent from across the state of Michigan. So I hope you guys realize that even though this is our fourth state title for Little League, this is, to me, and if there's any boys, parents in here, I hope you don't hear me say this, the most important and the most special one, because to do it in that 10, 11, 12 division is so difficult. And it takes so much work. And Mr. Cook, over 47 years, has put a little bit of work in. And what Phil and Nate have put into this team, and the parents that are here tonight, it takes a lot of commitment. Thank you guys very much for all you did to bring this to your town. It means a ton to the league and to this community. Thank you guys very much.
Whatever they want to do. Whatever you guys want to do. You sure? We're going to try to get the whole thing in there. We'll see if this works.
Try to get your face between somebody, girls. Put your face between somebody.
This is fun.
Wow. Work cut out.
Congratulations, ladies.
Good job, you guys. Mr. Larch, congratulations.
It's enough.
Thank you. Great job, folks.
Congratulations.
No, it's been a long time. I know.
Just for a
You got
minute,
it, brother.
maybe.
Punishment, I'll have to sit through the next hour of the meeting.
Yeah,
Let him sit.
you should take 2 spots. Maybe they can Photoshop you there.
All right, so here's the deal, ladies. The city is just so proud of you. We thank you for your hard work, your practice, your dedication. It's really amazing what you've done. And now, because you're state champs, I'm going to let you stay for the rest of the meeting. It should only last maybe 3 or 4 hours. Okay? So I'm just going to say, I'm kidding, I'm going to let you go here because someday you have to be here, but not tonight. You keep practicing, stay strong, stay in school. Okay? Thanks, guys. Thanks. Good job. Now you may exit.
All right, Ron, see you.
Good job, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good job. Let's go to number 6, ordinance and resolution A, ordinance adoption 219-4, adopted reuse. Mr. Downey.
Your Honor, before council is the second reading of the proposed adaptive reuse ordinance introduced at our last meeting. Again, it's the product of several months of work by the Planning Commission, the city's planner, and my office. And it is for the council tonight for proposed resolution, for its adoption, excuse me.
Your Honor, I'd make a motion to adopt the adaptive use ordinance.
I'll support it.
All right, the motion's made and supported. Any questions? All right, call the roll.
Laporte,
Yes.
McCartney.
Yes.
Ellery,
Yes.
Kinsfater.
Yes.
Koopa,
Yes.
Cedar,
Yes.
carried, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. B, resolution 1915, emergency support plan. Is that you,
Yes.
Chief? Or no?
No, I'll take this,
All
Your
right.
Honor. And if there's any questions, Chief Baker can jump in. In your packet was a resolution that was for support of the emergency support plan that we received from St. Clair County Comprehensive Emergency Management Program. So Homeland Security and Emergency Management is requesting formal adoption of this plan and a copy to be sent for their records. Chief Raker and I reviewed the plan. He is the point of contact for the city. There's a flow chart of various scenarios. If there's any specific questions, please ask Chief Raker. So today, the resolution is just supporting the plan and acknowledging that, yes, we have received it.
I'd make a motion, Your Honors. I'm sorry.
Support.
Thank you.
Laporte, McCartney?
Yes. Motion's made and supported. Any questions?
Just a question, is this a brand-new plan that's gone, this is something that we haven't belonged to before, or what?
This is something that they've been working on for several years, but the new emergency manager, Justin, pushed it out,
Okay.
so.
We do have our own city emergency plan. This is an updated plan.
This is basically because all the cities are so small in this town, if there's a major event, they can't handle, so if we're all on the same page and everybody comes to help, everybody's on the same page, it goes smooth,
So
so.
it's countywide mutual aid?
Yep. Yeah.
Any other questions? All right, call the roll, please.
McCartney?
Yes.
Ellery?
Yes.
Kinsfater?
Yes.
Koopa?
Yes.
Laporte?
Yes.
Cedar?
Yes.
Carried, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Chief.
you.
All right, reports of administration. Sturdy? You got it.
Yes, Your Honor, I have a couple things. First, a road update, North 6th Street and Brown, the repaving projects are moving forward and still anticipated to be complete by the end of the month. City offices are closed on Monday, September 2nd, so the next council meeting will be Tuesday, September 3rd. That is also the first day of school, so please give yourself extra time in the morning and afternoon between maybe 2 and 4 o'clock to allow for bus drivers and parents and student drivers who are getting used to their route and the new routine. And please, everyone, be extra aware of student walkers, pedestrians, and bus crossings. And next, DPW is getting a new piece of equipment that is necessary for all missed dig requests. This new receiver transmitter will allow precise accuracy and efficiency. The piece of equipment is approximately $4,000, is within budget, and there were 2 bids received and reviewed, so I'm just making you aware that we received this new piece of equipment. And lastly, regarding flags at half-staff, proclamations to lower the U.S. flag come from the Governor of Michigan and the President of the United States, of course. And those alerts come to my email, and then I share them with DPW, who performs the labor to lower them. And the current email alert system that I've been using isn't very timely, and unfortunately, we've missed a couple because of that timeliness. So I just want to make everyone aware that I've actually signed up for a different app. These texts are going to go right to my phone, so we won't be missing or behind any other proclamations to lower the flag. So to avoid any of this in the future and to make sure our respect is always shown, these alerts will go directly to my cell phone, which I will then directly report to DPW. And that is all I have for today, Your Honor.
All right, any questions for Ms. Sturdy? All right, let's go to B. Mr. Attorney,
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
any questions for Mr. Downey? All right, do you have any city departments tonight? I don't think so. Let's go to D. Authorities, boards, and commissions, committee chairs, and council reps. All right. Number 8 is unfinished business. We have none of that tonight. We'll go to new business A. Special events permit, 13th annual turkey trot. Chief.
I received a request from the Methodist Church for their annual turkey trot to be held on, I got a date here somewhere,
November 2nd.
whatever, it's in November 2nd. All the paperwork's in, so I recommend you approve.
Motion to approve.
Motion made, supported. Questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Chief. All right, B, all right, so approve interim city superintendent compensation proposal. You have in your packet a proposal from Ms. Sturdy for compensation based on what we did back when Janice did it for us. I'm certain you've had time to review it. Any questions or anything?
So these are the exact same numbers as what we did 10 years ago?
Was it 10 years?
It is not, it's roughly $50 higher.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve.
I support it.
Didn't she receive $500 more?
Yes, the last compensation, I believe, was $688.88 to her retirement and an additional $500.
Oh, combined?
Yes.
I got you, okay,
Off the top of my head.
okay.
Has the motion been?
I'll second the motion.
Okay, the motion is made, supported. Questions? You guys like the numbers read?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's in here. So the proposal from our city clerk to act as interim superintendent, the city will provide an increase in compensation equal to $700 per week to be paid as part of the normal biweekly payroll. This compensation item will continue for a period of 1 month after the city superintendent begins work. And the city will make a contribution of $350 to the city clerk's ICMA Retirement Corporation 457 deferred compensation plan on a biweekly basis. This compensation item shall continue for a period of 1 month after the city superintendent begins work. Yes. Right. The city clerk? I couldn't even tell you what she gets a week.
My hourly wage is $21.63.
Anything else? All right, motion made, supported, call the roll, please.
Ellery?
Yes.
Kinsfater?
Yes.
Koopa?
Yes.
Laporte?
Yes.
McCartney?
Yes.
Cedar?
Yes.
Carried, Your Honor.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right, C, designate Michigan Municipal League representative and alternate. Sorry about that.
So a representative to represent the city of St. Clair is requested by August 21st, and historically, I believe that was the city superintendent, and then the delegate, I believe last year was Mr. Laporte. So we didn't put anything in writing on who you wanted to designate right now, but I would offer to designate myself and Laporte as the delegate again.
Support.
So moved. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Congratulations, Mr. Laporte. Yeah. What? All right.
Can't wait to get him out of town.
All right, number 10, claims in the council, August 9 and August 15th.
Hearing no questions, Your Honor, I'll make a motion to approve as presented.
Support.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, go number 11, public questions and public comments. Anybody have anything?
I did notice that they did clean up the corner of Oak and South Riverside when the dirt washing down. What's the city's intention to stop it, I guess?
Well, I went out there a couple different times, talked to the homeowners, we looked at the situation, I talked to Bob Beeth about it. He's already had AEW look at it, and a curb won't fix it. But I'm trying to get a sit-down with Larry Simons from East China Township.
Who I spoke to.
And Mike has already spoken to him. We're going to try to sit down and see if we can figure out a way that we maybe work together on this.
Because you had the same problem on Mulberry years ago when they paved it from 4th to 3rd.
Over by where your mom used to live, or
Yeah,
mother-in-law?
my mother-in-law used to, yeah, the dirt wash and they paved it.
The whole, all the way down from 4th to 3rd? Yeah.
I'll say that's another option. And my other question, I asked a while ago about sidewalk repairs, and you told me they were taking bids. Where do we stand on that? And are we gonna do any sidewalk repairs?
We
this
had
year?
slated to do, was it start on Clinton Avenue, right?
Yep, Clinton Avenue, we will see sidewalk repair. We did receive a couple bids. We have a specific budget to work with, and that has started a little bit, and we will continue until the construction season allows it.
Whereabouts in Clinton? What's on the book other than Clinton? Whereabouts in Clinton?
This construction season, only Clinton.
Whereabouts in Clinton?
Um,
Gotta have a spot,
Wherever
right?
it's-
Kearney
I
to
think it's
as
the north
far as
side.
we can go.
Pardon?
Starting at Kearney until as far as we can go with the budget allotted.
Started at Kearney.
Yeah. The
And
sidewalks on Clinton, as far as we can go to repair the sidewalks until the budget that we allocated is
exactly,
used up.
are we going west of Kearney, or are we going east of Kearney?
I think we're going east.
We will be going
Towards town?
towards town,
So it'd be east.
East.
east,
All right, so how much is budgeted for it?
$20,000.
Any other public comment or questions?
Right time for me to come up, but I have a question. So
Could you give us your name and address, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Ken Morgulek, and I'm on 843 North 9th Street. And we have chickens, and I got a letter in the mail saying that we can't have the chickens. So I wanted to, I don't know if this is the right place to bring it up, but that's what I was looking for, to see if we can maybe have the law changed to be able to allow us to have chickens, not like a chicken farm or something like that. We got 2 chickens. And in fact, some of the girls from the softball team, they've been over the house with my daughter, and we got 2 chickens, we have a couple eggs, and we have a nice coop and stuff. But I did let them free range in the front yard a few times, and I think it upset the mailman, because one of my chickens isn't that friendly. He kind of was, I mean, not like going after them, but just, they're just, when people don't know chickens, they don't know. But anyway, so I'm trying to propose to see if we can get the law changed to maybe allow us to have chickens. I looked up a lot of other places in Michigan, and Grand Rapids has it, Rochester Hills, Farmington Hills. There's a lot of places, and I just think that it's a good avenue for children to be able to, it's not the 4-H, and I'm not looking for horses, but it's nice in a smaller community to be able to have something like that, some fowl.
Ken, I'm sorry, give me your last name again.
Sure, it's Morgulek, M-O-R-G-U-L-E-C.
G-U-L-E-C?
Yep.
All right, right now, chickens are not allowed, but I will certainly try to get a flavor of what, I shouldn't say flavor, but what the council thinks about chickens, so.
No, that's cool, yeah.
But right now, they are not allowed in the city, yes.
Yeah, so, yeah, and I don't know if there was something, I just wanted to ask for that, so.
Yeah. So we'll have some, discussions, but
Yeah.
right now, yeah, they're not allowed.
Okay, could I write a proposal maybe? Would that be to give to you guys, like what I would think would be an option, or?
We're open to taking information,
Okay.
yeah.
And I'll just look up some, other history on other places that are having it without problems. All right, and then would I submit that back to you guys as in mail, or?
Bring
like
it
this in
to the
person?
city hall, mail it in, bring it in, however you want to do it.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thanks, Ken.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on about your chickens, too.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Mhm. Any other public questions or comments? All right, we'll go to number 12. I do have a couple things. Whistles on the Water, September 28th, 9 to 4. Keep that in your mind. Jazz Festival was a pretty good success downtown over the weekend. A lot was going on. This Sunday, August 30th at 3:30, the boardwalk dedication is going to occur. The public is welcome to come to that. I had some questions from Mr. Kleeman last week about water bill, pension, about how much does 1 mil generate, and what is our pension liability. So I'm going to try to answer all those and see if this gives you what you're looking for. So I had said that the 1 mil generated $186,000, but that was back in 2016. It generated $185,000. At this time right now in 2019-20 going forward, a mill is projected to produce $206,000 per year. The water bills contain no pension charges. Those are all on your summer taxes in the form of a city bond, which is 3.49, of which 2.49 is the road millage. The 1 mil making it 3.49, is the pension millage. I mean, you wanted the numbers, but I'm sure you've looked at your tax bill enough to know that you know what that number is, Bill, so I'm not going to burden you with that. The total unfunded liability is right around $11 million. That's the number we received from our new accountant.
I think those were the 3 questions.
That was it, okay. What, you got something else now?
You said that none of the pension liabilities calculated in the water and sewer bill.
Well, I'm looking at your sewer bill, and I don't see anything on your water bill, and there's nothing on there for pension. The only place there's pension is on the taxes.
I was told that the cost of the pension is figured in the cost of your water. It don't show up on the bill as pension, but the cost of the pension for people that work at the water and sewer department is calculated in the bill through.
Did Boo tell you that?
Yes, Mr.
Okay,
Smith,
then I'll have to
yeah.
ask him what he
that's
told you.
What my question is, how much is actually generated, added to, it don't show on the bill as pension.
Yeah.
But the cost of it is calculated in the commodity charge and all the other charges. The way I was explained to it, my question is how much is generated off of that.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's a,
Yeah, no, it don't show up in the bill as pension, but he told me that it's calculated in the overall cost of doing business with them too. And,
yeah, I'll have to ask him because I look at my property tax and I look at your property tax bill and I see city bond 3.49 and one of that is pension. That's coming right off
Yeah.
city property tax.
Yeah, that's property tax. But like I
Yeah.
said, it don't show up on the water bill. It's calculated in there when he did the math on how much to charge for water and sewer.
I'll
So
have to
that's what I was looking for, how much is actually generated through that too.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. Anybody else from council have anything? No? All right, then we'll go to,
Yeah,
oh, I'm sorry.
the Coney Island, that's been brought up several times, and you've talked to them a couple of times.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can, they got a temporary thing to operate there right now, right? The hair cutting place?
That was a separate permit.
It's a
according to D.
separate permit?
According to D.
It's the same building though?
I'm just telling you what he told me.
Okay.
And D is trying to contact John Monty, his engineer, to try to light a fire under him.
Okay, thank you.
The variance that we gave him for the drive-through, does that expire after a certain period of time, or
It
is?
did expire.
I gotta check into that too, I don't know,
Yes.
because I know that we're trying to, just like everybody's saying, like, what's going on, The last time I talked to him, which was probably 2-3 weeks ago, he was waiting for his concrete guy to come in and do his floor. That's the last thing I got. So, I'm just letting you know, I'm just the messenger on this one, but I will try to find out if I can, okay?
I guess I do have a couple of things. The papers that get thrown in the sidewalk and driveways and all that, I see Marisville's acting on that too. Are we getting any
And
other
Marine
close?
City.
Marine City was
Yeah,
driving it, even though I brought it up like 10 years ago.
yeah, you did, yeah.
You brought it up last year too.
Just, I mean, where are we at? Are we getting closer?
I have a draft that I can have brought to council's attention at the first meeting in September.
Because we're gonna have snow flying pretty soon. And the other thing is, I was taking a walk down on the boardwalk, and I noticed that one of the life rings was missing again. I don't know if we can put some signage up and I don't get what's going on there. That makes no sense. It's like taking a fire extinguisher and throwing it in the river, so makes no sense. But once again, another one's missing.
Actually, Therese got some stickers or something, didn't she?
Yeah, we are adding another sticker on them, and there already are posted signs that say destruction of property. So at this point, that's what we're doing. We're putting additional markings for emergency use only in a more visible way. And I did relay that message, so thank you for letting me know.
It's a shame. That's all I got.
All right.
Hearing nothing else, Your Honor, I make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Get some sleep, Laporte, you look tired. Have a good night, everybody, thanks for coming.